Seems like we are live and ready to go. Let's do this. We shall get started. So we are officially back. Thanksgiving break is over. We are back on that grind. On that shiny hunting grind. So, yeah. Here we are. The music feels a bit loud. But this could be on my end. But yeah, we are back from Thanksgiving. Although, I will admit, it does seem that I probably will only be able to stream this week and next week before I stop again for a little bit, because I do have my stuff here at college, and when I go home, I will not be able to bring my stuff home with me. I will still be able to upload 25 days shorts, so that's not a problem. It's just having everything I need to stream would not work back at my house. So, yeah. But until then, expect to see me 3 times this week, 3 times next week, and then we'll be back sometime in January. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to stream sometime over the break. But I will definitely be back for January, hopefully with a better mic quality, because I know what I have now is not that great. I mean, we're doing our best. So, yeah. I do kind of want to apologize for missing or not streaming at all for the past like 2.5 weeks. First off, I've been kind of sick, meaning that I don't want to like kill my throat, because that's the main part that was kind of hurting. So I did just want to take a bit of a break, just so I didn't, I guess, overwork myself. And the other part, it was Thanksgiving, so I did have to spend time with my family and all that. I mean, I suppose it's not the worst. But yeah, was not able to stream like, what am I saying? I was not able to stream then like I would not be able to stream starting 2 weeks from now. I need to know if the music is too loud, because it feels loud on my end. But it's also been a while, so maybe it's just me misremembering stuff. So yeah, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? I think pretty good one. No, no complaints. No giant family arguments or anything. So I have to say, pretty good in my opinion. Good food, good company. Not great football, but we get past that. So we'll be doing this for about an hour, I think. hopefully we'll actually be able to get it this time, or get the Mewtwo this time, because it's Mewtwo Monday. I had to double check to make sure it is Monday. Yes, it is Monday. That's embarrassing on my part. I would hope at least I would know what day I stream. Sorry if I'm still coughing. I would call myself about 97% recovered from that cold, but it's still lingering, which is annoying. I still feel like this music is too loud. Because, I mean, if I do ever get the reaction, it's just, I don't want the music to overpower the sound of my cheers and screams. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Nothing too crazy going on. I mean, yeah, not really much to say. Another Mewtwo. But yeah, I'll say I would ask how everyone else's Thanksgiving was, but I don't think there's anyone else here, so I'm just really talking to myself right now. But I do that anyways, so I suppose it's nothing super different from the norm. So if someone is here, I wouldn't mind hi in chat. But not expecting anything. Although, with the recent quote unquote success of my 25 days shorts, I'm feeling hopeful that some people will start stopping by soon. I mean, 500 views in one day is talking about my first day, the what was it? The Shinx and Go. And Pokemon Go, now let's go. But that got 500 views in a day. And honestly, I kind of forgot about it after I posted it. It wasn't until today when I looked. And it's like, oh crap, that got 500? Which is, what, 5 times? More than 5 times. Like 7 times the views that I've probably gotten just generally from the live streams and the one other video I posted on this channel of the Noibat reaction. So, I mean, it's kind of surprising. And my day 2 short is already at like 150, and it's only been a couple hours. So, I mean, shorts seem to be kind of the way to go. I was debating quitting today, but after seeing the reception, I'm kind of glad I decided against it. Although I guess the reception made me decide against it. Still, I'm glad people seem to be enjoying my 25 days of shinies. I'm excited to keep it going. Although, the hard part will be actually finding 25 shinies. So I probably need to get to work on that. And I am in my what do you call it? Free time. My free time, that's what it is. I constantly shiny hunting. Which is gonna get harder, even in like 2 or so weeks once I stop doing what should we call it? Once I go home for the break, because that's when I start my yearly Persona 5 playthrough. So I'm sure as you guys know, that is not a small game. So having to divide my time between finding a shiny and beating Persona 5 Royal in a matter of a few weeks. It's a bit of a tall task. But, I mean, I'll have my priorities. Gotta get that content out. I have a few days of backup stored. Still kind of need to find one shiny every day, which feels like a tall ask because I feel like my luck tends to come in waves. Like I can get 2, 3, 4 shinies in a matter of days, and then I get nothing for like weeks. So that's probably what I'm spending most of my free time doing. Would like to build up a bit of a reserve before I head back home for Christmas break, but we'll have to see. I mean, as long as I get one every day, like, it's easy as that. Like, it's just that easy. Just get one every day. The hard part is actually forcing myself to find one, picking which game to find one in. So I want to find things in more than just, like, Scarlet Violet, probably Legends Arceus. That Go one was kind of lucky, because I wasn't actively searching, it just kind of popped up. So I decided, let me do this. And here we are. But hopefully, I'm not sure what I'm going to do after this. Like, I know January is a notoriously bad month for content creation. I mean, it's not like I'm getting ad revenue or anything. So, I mean, I guess the money isn't really a factor. But it's like, what am I gonna do after my 25 days? Because, I mean, hands down, by far, this is the most successful thing I've done with this channel. And I mean, that's 25 days of uh, guaranteed views and stuff like that. But then, kind of after that, like, what do I do in January? I don't think the like 14 days till MLK is like a as catchy. MLK Day, like President's Day or whatever. So it's like, yeah, I'm not sure where we go after this. I mean, I have like 3 weeks to figure it out. It's not like I don't have time, it's just not entirely sure. But we'll figure it out eventually. I'll think of something. I mean, I guess people are always more than welcome to suggest, because I am not above stealing other people's ideas. Although, as far as I'm aware, I have not seen anyone else with this 25 days of shiny stuff. Of course, that doesn't mean no one else has done it before. I digress. That's what my strategy plan, I guess, is for the next few weeks. And fully expect if I get this Mewtwo to see that in one of the shorts. I'm taking everything I can get, and Mewtwo is a pretty good take, I would argue. But yeah, let's see what else. What else can I talk about? I'll say they announced a VGC regional pretty close to where I live, so that's exciting. I'll definitely be going to that. Trying to compete probably because I'm pretty into the scene. You know, I know my Wolfie VGCs and stuff. I know Golden Go, and I know what else is strong right now. Sun, Torkoal, Arcaludon, Jumpluff. Uh, Although by the time the regional actually comes around, it'll be back to what, Reg G, I think. So I get the feeling Torkoal probably won't be as strong, or Jumpluff, for that matter. But yeah, I hope to go do that. That should be fun. It'll be my first time competing in an event. I don't expect it to go well, but I mean, anything is something, you know? Experience, I guess, is what I'm looking for. It'll be a good experience. Who knows? Maybe I even make a friend. So yeah. But we're only 20 minutes in and I've exhausted all my talking points. Hmm. Do I bring back the chatbot? Hmm. What else do I have to talk about? I have a bag of goldfish sitting on my desk next to me. That's kind of interesting. I took it back with me from my home because no one else was eating the goldfish. Granted, I have not started eating the goldfish, but I will definitely have some eventually. And now I have realized that I'm talking to myself about eating goldfish. Hmm. I don't think this helps my case. Well, could be helpful for insanity charges or an insanity plea. Your Honor, as you can see, this person is a streamer. He is clearly mentally unstable. I think it'll work. Hmm. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no shiny. I've thought about trying to add like some sort of timer or a increment thing, but I don't know, that feels above my pay grade. I'm not super technologically savvy, so I'm not really sure how to do that stuff. Hmm. It seems I am completely out of things to talk about, which is not great. Hmm. Uh, I mean, I guess. I guess. I will talk about my Pokemon origins, like how I got into all this. Let's see. What got me into all this? Um, I remember. I think I remember. So, it's high school. It's 2020 in high school. So, we're not in high school. And actually, this is my freshman year of high school because that's when COVID shut everything down. So, yeah, freshman year of high school. And I mean, my friend, he recommends me Pokemon Sword and Shield. He's like, I think you should get it, and then we can have battles and stuff. So, I mean, why not? It's the sort of thing like, why? Yeah, why not? No harm, I guess. So, my birthday is relatively close to the start of the school year. I don't know why that's relevant, but for my birthday, I asked for Pokemon Shield because it was like 10 cents cheaper than Sword for whatever reason. And for my birthday, I got Pokemon Shield. And that's where it started. 2020, so nearly or over at this point, 4 years ago. I got sucked into this mess, and I love Sword and Shield for all their faults. But being a 15-year-old, 14-year-old kid at the time, who I really never been into Pokemon, like I knew about the anime, I'd seen like commercials for it and stuff. But I mean, I didn't care what the trees looked like, or that like the cut decks, the Dexit. Like I didn't care about any of that. For all I knew, the mods in the game were all there were. So like having that perspective, I think, really helps these games in my mind. Because to me, they were like your Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, your Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, your Black and Whites, your X and Y, your Sun and Moon. Like I knew nothing. It's like I explicitly remember struggling with Alistair just because I didn't know the interactions between like ghost types and stuff, like, all the immunities and stuff. yeah, so I beat the game. I wonder when I beat the game. It was definitely a few days later, probably. But yeah, it kind of started me down this rabbit hole. Let's see, what else? What's kind of like the next thing? I would have memories of trying to find like Quizlet sets with all of Pokemon on it. So I would do little Quizlet study guides or whatever, flashcards, trying to memorize every single Pokemon, which you'd be surprised by the lack of good Quizlets on all 1,000. I guess at that point, like 900, 800 something Pokemon. It's like there just weren't any that were up to date, really. But yeah, at that point, I feel like my fate was kind of sealed. I was doing flashcards of them. I feel like kind of a fan at that point. Nothing much I could do. It was over for me. My life as a normal human had ended because I was a Pokemon fan now. But yeah, so that's how I started all this. That's how I got here, specifically. What else? I guess I can tell the story of my first shiny. That should be fun. So, let's see. And it's gonna start out not very relevant, or it's just starting out appearing not very relevant, but it all comes together, trust me. So, I'm driving home with my mom from, I want to say, a football game, because I was in the marching band. So, football game's over, and I'm driving home, or I'm not driving home, but mom's driving home. I'm scrolling through YouTube on my phone, and I see this thing called the Players' Cup. And it was coming from the official Pokemon YouTube channel. And I was like, Players' Cup? Well, I'm a player. I wonder what this is. So I click on it, and I enter the world of competitive Pokemon. And I want to say it was Players' Cup 2? Because I feel like Wolfie is the one that won that. So it's like, I'm not sure which one specifically it was, but sometime because I remember sitting in the parking lot of Publix because my mom had to run in and grab something, and I was sitting there watching this Players' Cup, and I saw Gigantamax, what is it, Colossal, and Dusclops, and Togekiss, and all of that, and Torkoal. Maybe not then, but it. We'll get there. We'll get there. So I see Players Cup. I learn about competitive Pokemon, and from then I'm kind of off and on following. Like I'll watch the streams if I have nothing better to do, sort of thing. So I mean, a few months probably go by, and then they announce an online competition. So yeah, at this point, I'm a bit deeper than I was when I first saw it. At this point, they had released Venusaur. Venusaur was in the game. The Galarian birds were out, so like with past DLC release and stuff. And so they announced an online competition. So it's like, you know what? I am gonna build a team for that. I want to compete in it. Let's see if I can remember what my team was. This was before restricted. So I believe my team was, it was Venusaur. It was Regieleki, Galarian Moltres, Rapid Strike Urshifu. It was Torkoal, and it was, oh, I can't remember the last one. But so either way, I decide to build a team. So I start going down the list. 3 of them are already legendary, so I kind of already have those. I have the Urshifu, the Moltres, the Regieleki. So that's on the list. Venusaur, it's my favorite Kanto starter, so I chose it during the story of I Love Armor. So I already had a Venusaur too, which kind of just left Torkoal. And so I didn't have one in my boxes, so I don't think I had completed the decks at this point. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so I hadn't gotten Torkoal. So I look up where to find it. And it says I can find it in the desert on the Isle of Armor. So I get on my bike, I ride over to the desert area. I find the first Torkoal I see. I run into it, and boom, it's a shiny. And thankfully, I I distinctly remember like thinking, "Oh my God, I just got a shiny." Like, I wasn't planning to like hunt for this or anything, but I mean, just a random like first encounter, sort of shiny, and that was my first shiny. I got my first shiny team building for an online competition in Sword and Shield, which is why the Players Cup thing was relevant. You see, it all comes together. So yeah, that's why Shiny Torkoal is, I don't know, the GOAT, you could say. It's why I prefer Sun to range strats. I prefer Groudon to Kyogre. Prefer Torkoal to Pelipper. Or Politoed for that matter. Uh, so yeah, that's kind of that story. Although, I don't think that was the first shiny I ever caught. Because, yeah, this definitely wasn't the first shiny I ever caught. However, I have lost the first shiny I ever caught, so this is technically the first shiny that I've kept. But the first shiny I actually caught, let's see, I was on a band trip. We went to Disney World. So we were in Disney World. And I have, because I'm pretty sure this is in middle school, I did not have my own phone at this point. So I kind of had my mom's old phone. And we're talking like, this is probably 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2019, 2017, late 20 teens. And at that point, that phone was old, so we have to imagine like 2010 Motorola, I think it was. It was definitely not a great phone. Certainly not a new phone. and it was chugging. It chugged. Oops. But yeah, so we were on this band trip in Disney World. So my friends convinced me to download Pokemon Go. So I downloaded Pokemon Go. And I know, I'm pretty sure we were in Animal Kingdom at the time. And I want to say Pandora. Like Pandora Land. But definitely Animal Kingdom somewhere. And I think we were eating dinner. So I pull out my clunky, or my mom's clunky old Motorola. And I open up, obviously, I open up Go. And I catch the Pokemon on the screen. And I come across this Growlithe. And it looks funny, so I show it to my friends. Like, this looks weird. And they're like, oh, you need to catch that. That's really rare. Like, I remember that specifically. It's like, oh, that's rare. You need to catch that. So I caught it. I know I caught it. But then I uninstalled Pokemon Go because I'm sure I probably needed to run something else on a Motorola. God forbid that old thing have two large apps on it at the same time. So I'm pretty sure I deleted or uninstalled Pokemon Go. So I have technically yet to reclaim a shiny Growlithe. Cantonian Growlithe. I think I have a shiny Hisuian from well, obviously Legends Arceus. But yet to find a Cantonian Growlithe. So that is on my list to do eventually. I mean, failed shinies. That's a funny story, actually. To my memory, I have failed 2 shinies, I believe. The first one was in Legends Arceus, and I had actually come across a shiny Alpha Buizel, like completely randomly. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if it killed itself or I killed it, or Buizel doesn't run away, so I mean it's not that. Either way, it fainted. I did not save. So I lost my first, my first and only PLA Alpha Shiny. So that's a bit sad. I'm pretty sure that's my only Alpha Shiny. Since then, I have not been able to find a shiny Alpha. So that's the first shiny fail that comes to mind. And I mean, I guess this doesn't include the probably multiple shinies I missed just running through Paldea, because there's no freaking shiny sound in that game, which there should be. But I digress. Second fail comes from just before the Indigo Disc release. I made it my mission to have a shiny Arcaludon for my playthrough of the DLC. There we go. Because it wasn't out in Scarlet and Violet yet, and it's not particularly common in Sword and Shield. I am suited for it, and I got it fairly quickly. And I mean, it was perfect. I'm pretty sure it had a perfect special attack IV. So, I mean, like, it was. Actually, I believe it was 5 perfect IVs, and the only non was an attack. I don't recall for sure, but I remember it was a very, like, very good stat line. So I get excited, I woohoo, woohoo! And of course I have Masudos, so I have a bunch of hatched Duraludon in my boxes and even in my party. So, you know, in my excitement, I go to start releasing the not shiny Duraludon. I'm sure you can see where this is going. I did manage to release my shiny Duraludon. And I did not save, and it was very painful. And I did not come back to that hunt until about a week before the DLC came out. But I'm pretty sure I started hunting for Duraludon pretty shortly after the trailer that revealed Archaludon dropped. And I got it within a few days of starting. Then I lost the shiny. And I did not pick it up again until a few days before the DLC actually came out. And I got another one. It definitely was not, stat-wise, IV-wise, as good as the first one. But he's still pretty awesome. Archaludon is still pretty awesome, so I have no one to blame but myself for that. I mean, off the top of my head, those are like 2 shiny fails that I can think of. I feel like I've been pretty good at like keeping the ones that I find. I mean, I'm sure I probably lost other like legend shinies to like run away and stuff. But off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. And I hope I don't have to add Mewtwo to that list, because my strategy for defeating it banks on not getting crit. Which, I mean, aren't the greatest. I mean, technically in my favor, still would like to not have to need to do that. But, yeah. So that's kind of my history with Pokemon. And ever since then. That's, yeah, it's kind of been it. After finishing Sword and Shield, my friend that recommended me the game in the first place actually gave me their DS, or 3DS. So I got to play Gen 6 and Gen 5. So that's fun. I did a shiny, not even a badge quest, because I did not know what that was at the time. But I found a place where I could do horde encounters, and then I hunted until I found a shiny. I suppose is a better way to describe it. Uh, so yeah, I had a shiny team for Y. I reset for Froakie. But I do have a shiny Greninja somewhere. I think I transferred it into Scarlet and Violet. I think he's in there. But yeah. So I got a shiny team for that. And then for, I think it was Black. Yeah, I think it was Zekrom. Or whichever one that is. I know it's weird with the naming schemes. I did not do a shiny playthrough of that because I knew there were whack odds. Or not whack odds. What is it? Bigger odds. I don't know. I knew the odds had been decreased or increased in Gen 6. I didn't want to deal with the 1 in 8,000, so I just did a normal Black playthrough. What was my team for that? It was Tepig, it was Galvantula, Amoonguss, Sigilif, which is a great mod, by the way, and Caracosta, I believe. Is that Tepig, Galvantula, Sigilif, Amoonguss, Caracosta? I'm missing one still. I know I have a picture of the team. Let me see if I can find it. Still scrolling. No Mewtwo. I think I'm getting close. Let's see, right now I'm at images from after the announcement of Scarlet and Violet, but before its release. There's Legends Arceus. Oh, I have to be getting close. Oh, my X and Y team. That was Shiny Greninja, Shiny Crobat, Shiny Ampharos, Shiny Gigalith, and then Shiny Trevenant and Shiny Exploud. And I also found a Mr. Mime along the way. I wonder what happened to that Mr. Mime. I have no idea where that mine is. Huh. I don't really want to know. I guess I played Gen 5 first. I thought I played Gen 6 first. But, let's see. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Embor, Amoonguss, Sigilith, Caracosta, Galvantula, and Crocodile. So a pretty good team, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I've never played a Johto game, I've never played a Hoenn game, I've never played a Alolan game. I have played a Gen 1 Let's Go game. I have played BDSP and Legends, so that's Gen 4. Then I played 8 and 9, obviously, and then I played 5 and 6. So I played a majority. But I do want to, well, I feel the need to play through the original Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and ORAS, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and use them to someday when they make their enhanced versions. When we get Ilka remakes of Johto, I'll play through those. We're coming up on the hour. So, getting ready to call it. Despite talking to myself for an hour, I still feel like this is a pretty successful stream. Oh, God. I guess just to fill the last few minutes, been playing TCG Pocket, or I guess not really playing, but I have been opening packs on TCG Pocket. I got my first immersive art card, the Mewtwo, I want to say 2-3 days ago, because I ripped the 10 pack and I got it, so that was cool. I think I'm doing pretty well for being completely free to play. Like, I haven't even activated my free 2-week trial of the upgraded service. Yeah, gotten a decent number of the illustration arts. I've not gotten any gold EXs. I've only gotten the one immersive, the Mewtwo. I feel like full art EXs are also something I've gotten a lot of. Like no Starmies or like Gengar or anything. Yeah, I'll say I call my pool so far fairly average. I do wish they would sort the cards though by which packs they come out of instead of just putting them all like in one place. Like I want to see if I need to start pulling more Charizard packs to get more of the cards that are in there, or if I need to start pulling more Pikachu packs because I need more cards from that pool. That's kind of the one thing I would want to change about the game. But I mean, I think it's pretty good. I like the Wonder pick system. Always go with the bottom left card. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've talked about a lot of things today, which means next time I have nothing to talk about. But next stream should be a Cramorant Run stream, so I suppose I can focus on that. Okay, we'll do 5 more resets. So this is number 1. It'd be awesome if we could get the Mewtwo today. So I can add it as another shiny to my list. Fill out my 25 days. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. That's 1. Here is our second reset. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. This is the second one. It felt like that stream took a bit longer. I got optimistic there for a second. Alas, not meant to be. Oh, God. Sorry. Here is our third reset. Yeah, we're definitely now at that awkward part where I've run out of things to say, but there's still time left. No shiny. 2 more. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Serious question I'm asking. I want to say it's like 42 pounds. I think that's what Google says. Oh yeah, 42 pounds. Alright. Second to last encounter. Second to last encounter, shiny. Nope. And final reset. Now the last encounter shiny would be kind of cool and epic and awesome, I think, in my personal opinion. Here's hoping. It's a matter of button presses away. Skip the cutscene. And last encounter shiny right now. Nope. Oh, well. Well, that's it for today, guys. I think I'll be live again Wednesday. That sounds about right. Yeah, we'll go with Wednesday for the Cranranch run. We made it past Kabu. We'll see how much further we can get. Hopefully, go all the way. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, checking me out. Please like and subscribe, because I feel like I deserve it. But that's just me. You can't see me, but I'm doing the two fingers together thing. So please. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. Or not next week. Wednesday. Bye-bye.